Hi guys, welcome back to another Daily Tarot card. These are your Daily Tarot cards for Thursday, November 30th, 2023, Throne Thursday. Today we're pulling from the Game of Thrones Tarot cards. So we're starting off with the Death card. Major change and transformation. We're on the precipice of change. I feel like this is everything that is moving you towards the light, to the Sun card, to your higher self. This is everything you've been manifesting and dreaming of. And I know a lot of people saying that, and you're probably rolling your eyes. Everybody says that. But I feel like where you're putting your energy, what you're trying to put in, for myself, it's like they said this last Thursday. They're just like a situation was on hyper speed, and it actually happened. It was a crazy, chaotic weekend, but it's like, like she's like, you never have to do this again. I was like, brilliant, because, you know, my weekends, my days off, I covet, because it's just like that is my only day to sleep in. That is my only, like, uninterrupted time with my kids. So it's just like, I covet that day so much. Friday is like running around groceries, putting things away, you know what I mean? And it's just like, that uninterrupted time to watch movies and just be a family is just like, so near and dear. And I feel like that's where they're talking about, like, the Three of Cups. It's like celebrations. I got the kids each a Christmas house to make. One got gingerbread, one got chocolate, because they're both like different things. But it's just like, fun activities that we could do together. I love the Two of Spears, showing you're a strong, independent individual. I'm definitely getting Empress energy. I feel like the Empress energy may be coming down to our two cards underneath. So Page of Cups, you could see like an individual in your life. Maybe a child, maybe a nephew, someone that's younger than you that you can bestow wisdom upon or guide. And I feel like you're seeing them change and grow. And it's like, my son even said that to me. And I'm so grateful that they both speak their mind, because it's just like, I'm like, you should be doing X, Y, and Z or whatever. And he's just like, that's you, Mom. He's like, you're strong. He's like, I'm not you. And I'm like, it really hit home, because I'm like, you're right. You know, my youngest is very independent. He's told me how he is and who he is since he was young. My oldest is like that too. Like, like, Mom, I'm not as strong as you, so he needs more loving. My oldest, like, he needs that nurturing and caring and support, where my older one, he still needs that. He's very cuddly, but it's like at the same time, he's like, since he was small, I want to sit. He was just like, I want to make my own peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I'm just like, I don't know about that. And he's like, just take everything out for me. He's like, watch me. And he's just like, and if I need help, you can help me. I'm like, okay. So he did it on his own. Like, he started making his own food and everything. He's like that now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we were doing carving of the pumpkins, because we paint ours and then we carve them. And then it was just like, you look at those knives and then they seem like they're pretty innocent, but it's just like, at the same time, it's like, you still want to be within distance to help, like, to react. You know what I mean? So I was just like, I'm doing a reading, sit here. I laid everything out, and he was very responsible. I didn't expect anything less from him, but it's just like, still, like, it just takes us, how that pumpkins are. It's like the slip of a hand, and anything can happen. I always tell my kids not to panic, but that's your number one instinct in any situation. But I'm glad that they sat there, and it's just like, they had fun, they did their thing, and it was a great time. We still have our painted pumpkins. The other ones we gave to the animals to eat. So that way, it's given back to the earth. They gave us this beautiful, squash to decorate, and not the painted ones though. Painted ones will probably go into the thing. I don't know. I know they're water based, but who wants to give that to an animal? You know what I mean? But with the Three of Cups, Hanukkah starts next week, so it's like celebrations in that way. I do feel like there's celebration of an anniversary. I feel like there's a celebration of a birth of a child. So is things worth celebrating. There are things coming up to celebrate, even if it's like the coming into your higher self, just sitting there and being like, I feel like with the King of Cups, it's like, sitting there and nurturing yourself. Like, when I was filming for Instagram, I was like, you know what? I woke up and I was like, this is one of the rare times when I get up when I'm supposed to. My alarm ain't going off all the way till 12, because I work overnight. Early into the morning. But it's just like, I'm going to give myself a facial, I've been really lax when it comes to, like, taking care of my skin. So I put lotion on, but like an actual facial, like I always used to do, where it's just like, sitting there and putting Noxzema on and letting that absorb. And then I do this beautiful, that green tea mask stick. Oh my gosh, it smells so delicious. And it really shrinks your pores. So I was just like, let's do that. I have a pore shrinking serum, so I'm doing that. So it's just like getting back to like, the things that I love. And it's just like how your skin feels and how it looks. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, for me, like, that's a little treat for yourself, where it's just like your skin, when you first get that facial, it's very soft and everything. So it's just like, let the potions and lotions soak in. So I went in with a retinol cream, a retinol serum, because my skin is aging. So it's like, sit there and take care of it. That's what I love about Queenie Black. She's a California artist, but she is so authentic. That's why one of the things I fell in love with her. She's so funny and witty and very honest. She's just like, listen to me, baby bats. Like, sit there and make sure you're putting your lotion around your eyes. She's like, you're never too young to start a routine. And ever since she said that, I always started like, around my eyes. But obviously what we went through, I remember I let my skin go a lot. And I remember looking in the mirror, I was like, oh my gosh, like, who is that? Like, gotta start putting lotion on. I put retinol on, the serum, and then I went outside and I cut the grass. And then these deep lines appeared. I'm like, oh my gosh, what happened? I researched it. They're like, do not grow a direct set after putting retinol on your face. I'm like, of course, that's exactly what I do. It's like, oh my gosh. So it's just like, let me do it now. So, it'll absorb and everything. Hopefully by the time I go walk study, like, the sun isn't so up in the sky by then, but it's just like, I won't fry. This was like dead of summer. This was like, I went out and like, I think it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. I started cutting the grass. I came in at 10 because we had like a big front yard. Oh my gosh. I was like, what in the heck? So it's just like, sit there and take care of your skin. Honestly, don't matter what you identify as, like, it's never too early or too late. Just sit there and it's like, do it as a meditation. I'm washing away all the hatred. I'm washing away all the negative comments. They do the same thing with showers. They like wash away all the negativity. I love the Hierophant 5. I feel like 555, 444. I feel like you've been seeing a lot of that. I feel like there's change around the home. They were saying something about twins, and we did have a full moon in Gemini. So some of I feel like maybe like, two like fur babies or twins or something like that, because they were saying like twins. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know what I mean? So they said that to me. They're like, I remember I can't remember where it was on. It's like, you will finish off the year with twins. I was like, oh, hell no. Like, no. I'm good. I've already been through all that. Three of Swords, I feel like they were saying like with this Gemini moon, and I feel like I definitely said that to my loved one that has transformed. They were bringing that up. They were apologizing for something they had nothing to do with. And, they're saying like they said something was amiss. And I'm just like, I don't expect you to know. You know what I mean? I didn't expect you to figure it all out. You know what I mean? So whatever happened there. It's just, can't change it. All I could do is, as a mom, make sure that I broke that generational chain. That chain is broken. I could sit there and I feel like I always say this is the biggest badge of honor, is to be a mom that my kids love and trust. It's just like, that is the biggest badge I will ever wear in this life. That my kids can, don't fear me to the point where it's just like, oh, you're around, or praying to God like I was, like, to sit there and have this freaking end, this nightmare of a life end, so it's just like, that is the biggest badge for me. Am I perfect? Heck no. Can I be a better parent? Damn Skippy, I can. But, I'm doing the best I can. I sometimes give myself a really hard time, and sometimes I'm like, you know what? We're doing the best we can. I don't have all the answers. I pray to God for answers. Even our youngest reminded me that my oldest was struggling, and my youngest was like, Mom, don't give up on him. Keep praying. Because I didn't know what to do. Therapist, this, that. It's just, he was just like, just keep praying, Mom. He's like, I didn't give up on my son. It's just like, I kind of was like, I don't know what to do. You don't get an instruction manual or anything like that, So I was just like, just keep loving on him. Give him the space that he needs. Give him the time that he needs. Always here, always love you, always support you, no matter what, I even told him, I said, I may be disappointed at you. I may be angry with you, but I will always love you, So I feel like that's where this is signaling here with the King of Cups and the Page of Cups. I feel like, the Page of Cups is my oldest, and that change that he's going through now in a very positive direction. King of Cups, I feel like, is my youngest because he is that maturity, you know what I mean? But he's still like, like I always tell them, I'm like, don't rush to grow up. Enjoy your childhood. It's not like I'm saying, like, don't go out and do things. Not at all. I'm just saying, like, don't be in a rush to be an adult. I said, all you're doing is working, and you know what I mean? Like, they have such passions. And I'm like, I hope by the time that you guys get to either figuring out if you want to go to college to pursue something, or if you want to sit there and continue what you're doing on a full-time basis, like, I love and support you. You know what I mean? So, but again, I feel like the King of Cups is like, don't forget to nurture yourself. If you need some extra sleep, get some extra sleep. If you know what I mean? Whatever it is right now, like some days are easier than others. Like yesterday, I woke up with such a pressure headache, and I was just like, I didn't even listen to music. I was like, I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to see anything. I just want to, get through this shift, and that God that I did, because I know if one of us is gone, it makes a huge difference. And we were busy last night, so it's like sometimes you just got to power through it, because it's just like, I wouldn't want to do that to anyone. I'm like, if I'm obviously to the point where I'm like, I cannot take it, then I would be like, I'm sorry, I tried my best, but I got to dip out. You know what I mean? So it's just me and one of the higher ups were talking about that, and I was just like, I look like Darth Vader. Hoodie on, blanket on, heat pack, like whatever I could do, It's just because we know what an impact it makes. And a lot of people don't realize that, Like, you're lucky, like, if you can, take the day off or whatever, whatever you need to get done. But it's just, like, it does affect a lot of other people, But it's just, like, at this time, just be kind to yourself. I feel like preparation for retrograde, if you're able to get a meditation in, definitely get a meditation in. I feel like, this is the best time of the year to start a routine. So if you want to start working out, trust me, the first day working out, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was stronger than I thought, but I was also weaker than I thought at the same time. I was just like, damn, you know what I mean? So it's just like, keep pushing forward, keep doing things that make you happy. If you don't want to start a routine, that's fine. So there was someone in my life, I think she was like a year into it, and she looks fantastic. And it didn't like inspire me to do it. You know what I mean? I was just like, oh, she looks great. Like, good for her. You know what I mean? Like, because I knew she suffered like with her knees and her ankles. I was like, good for her. She looks fabulous. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I'm happy for her, because I know that's moving her health in a positive direction, what she needs. So that way she can, and it's Nas, Nas. I think it's like Nas from Instagram, I think is his handle on TikTok. And it was just him in the gym, And then I saw Natty Hart from WWE, or as I've Matt got introduced to her on Divas, and she's sitting there and she's just like, I've been eating everything in sight, and she's in the garage working out, and I'm like, yes, exactly. That's why I love WWE Divas, because it inspired you to, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, I remember working out, and they're like, oh, you're getting a lot, your arms are getting muscular, and I'm just like, so that just means I'm powerful. What is the big deal about that? You know what I mean? So it's like, some people will have a problem with it. Now I just don't care. I'm just like, whatever. That's what I love about Emily Skye, Natty Hart, the Bellas, like, oh gosh, what is her name? Is it Trish? She's off of WWE. She's married to one of the Samoan brothers. Oh my gosh, I love her. It's like they have stage names and they have real names, and it's like you get them mixed up, but I love her energy too. It's just like, so many of them are such inspirations. It's like we all look different. Like, when they did the Dove campaign too, it's like they're all the same pant size, but they're all like, one are really tall, some are short, but they're all the same pant size. It's like we all come in different sizes. You know what I mean? But I love the body positivity. Emily Skye's like that too. It's just like, I could see the difference of me walking up and down the stairs now with ease, where I just had this fluid buildup around my knee, and I'm like, this is getting worse. And Spirit kept showing me, go do your floor workout, go do your floor workout. And I'm just like, yeah, I'll get to it. But then when I saw Nas, he called it unbigging his back. I was like, oh my God. But it's truth, because I can relate to Nas. It's like, I'm not morbidly, hurt by the grace of God, but it's just like, this is my first job that I'm not physically active. I'm using my brain a lot, which, God bless anyone who has to deal with me. But it's just like, I was just joking. You know, it's just sitting there and just being able to go up and down the stairs with ease. Being done work and my legs are not swollen crazily. Like sometimes they still get swollen, but not as bad as they were before. And it's just like, okay, like, you know, doing the things to bring that change. I know with the change going on in our house, we were talking about that. It's like, we can do this. And it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like that. I feel like this is where that change is coming in a positive way. These are things that, you know, we like I said, putting on your vision board. You know, maybe this is a sign for you to get your vision board started. I definitely want to get mine started just to get rid of the clutter on my table there, because I like collect like pictures and words that really stand out to me, and I just make this huge collage of a vision board for the year, you know. And it's like, always dream and do better. Like I said, like you reach goals, it's like make bigger goals. Like, you know what I mean? It's like the universe is encouraging you. I feel like that 10 of Pentacles from the Wild Unknown, I think it was Tuesday's cards, and it was like that rainbow around it, and I feel like the rainbow around the moon, it was just like, you know, that was that positive confirmation of unconditional love. The 10 of Pentacles is an ultimate yes card as well. You know what I mean? And I feel like you will get channel messages, channel images. I feel like clairaudience, a lot more of that. Like, you know, that's why it would really resonate with Better Call Saul, was where the guy was like, no charge. He's like, I make most of my business on repeated customers. And I feel like that's where I'm the same way, because it's like, I love and respect individuals. You know what I mean? And it's just like, I always tell people, I'm here as long as you need me. You want a one-time thing, you never talk to me again, that's totally fine. You know, I'm here if you need me. You know, some people end up being my friends. Like, you know, like sharing intimate moments. Like, you know, one of them just got married. You know, I see her as a sister. I'm just like, you know, I'm so happy for her and her husband. They were already married, but it's just like to see like one photo. Oh my gosh. It like took my breath away. The way that her veil looks so whimsical, and it's like, you know, kind of like an infinity symbol, or like that bond, like tying them together. It just looks so beautiful. It's just the coloring of her hair really made her face pop. She looks like a China doll. She just looks stunning. Like, it's so breathtaking, you know. And she's sharing with me all of her, you know, intimate photos. Like, you know, there's one of them on the beach and the clouds look just so like amazing, you know. And it's that beautiful beach wedding, you know what I mean? So it's so them, you know. It's just, I'm very lucky that way. Like, you know, people come into my life and it's like, you never know why they're there or how long they're going to be there, but it's just like, you know, someone like her. There's another one that unfortunately went through, you know, when they were showing the world card, definitely the world happened to her, you know. And it's just like the week prior, my aunt had passed away, and she just kept checking on me. She's like, are you okay? You know, anything I can do for you? I'm like, no, I'm good. I'm like, I just, you know, we're a lot alike, where it's just like, I just want to be in my feelings. I just, you know what I mean? I just get quiet and, you know, just feel what I need to feel, and then, you know, move forward, you know? And it's just like, she's the same way. And I'm like, how are you? How's the day going? You know what I mean? And she had a bat in her house. Oh my God. I couldn't. She opened the dryer and there it was. I'm like, I cannot. And I'm like, your vent must be open or something. Like, because the warmth, maybe it's drawn to the warmth, but I'm just like, oh my God. Oh. Her landlord came over and found it in the freaking wall. Oh my gosh. I would scream. But the way that I could tell like how much they trust me is like how easily I can read for them, where it doesn't feel like I'm struggling. I'm like pulling teeth. It's like you're trying to chip away and get into the energy. What is universe trying to tell me that you need to know right now, you know? And it's like that ease, you know, her loved ones are coming in, and I could like, you know, this is going on. This is what they're showing me. You know what I mean? So it's just like when I was watching Better Call Saul and he said that, I'm like, exactly. Because when you treat people the way that you wanted to be treated, and it's like, I definitely know how vulnerable I was after Shane had transformed, and I'm just like, I just need to know it'll be okay. You know what I mean? I got real quiet because I had no idea what to say to Yahweh and Yeshua. I'm just like, I don't know what to say. I'm just like in total shock. I'm numb. I'm broken. I'm heartbroken. My soul feels like there's a hole in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this person was supposed to be my person for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like, he was my best friend. He was everything, you know? He had that, like, he really does have that impact on your life, where it's just like, you know, Shane was the type of person, if you were a part of his life, it's like, because, like, he could just read people, you know? And it's just like, it's like if he chooses to have you in his life, it's because he saw something in you that really resonated with him. Like, he doesn't take that lightly. You know what I mean? And I respect the poop out of that, you know? So it's just like, you know, just like, you know, because we have like pictures everywhere of him, but it's just like there's that, like, the pictures of him smiling. He was so hard on himself, and I'm just like, if you could only see if you could only see what I saw, like, you know what I mean? It's just like, you know what I mean? It's just, maybe that's what humbled him so much. I'm not sure, but it's just like, I feel like he finally saw that and got full of himself. But it's just like, you know, my favorite pictures are him and the kids, you know, like when like Michael's hugging on him or sitting in front of him or whatever. Like, you see them like playing video games, or they're just watching a movie together or something. You know what I mean? Those are my favorite videos and pictures. But, you know, that's what I'm saying. It's just, you know, being a human is not easy. Humaning, adulting, parenting are not easy. But, you know, there are those moments where, you know, just like right now, my son was doing his gingerbread house. You know, I'm like, you want to do a fun activity? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, your gingerbread house just came. And he's like, oh, awesome. And I'm like, do you want to do it? And he's like, yeah. And oh my, what a stunning gingerbread house. Like, he took the time and the care, and he, you know, he saw his vision. They're both very visual artists, you know, very artistic, both of them. And it's just like, he just made it into his own little wonderland, you know? So those are the kind of things I'm talking about, you know, when they talk about celebrations. You know, I definitely feel like this is where we consciously make a lot more time. I feel like because we're not all outside and, you know, mowing the lawn or caring for the flowers or whatever it is that we do in the summer. It's just like you have that time to sit there and be a family. You know what I mean? Because it's like the gift of time. Remember they were saying that gift of time? So I feel like in you know, in that kind of sense where it's just like you're not chasing around, you're chasing your tail the whole time. But I feel like, you know, whatever this unfolds to, but, you know, drink your water, great time to start a routine, you know. But just keep doing what makes you happy. Don't pay retrograde too much mind. I feel like it's the sense of, you know, closings and beginnings. So it's that world card energy where you'll see things come to an end, people, places, things. But it opens up windows and doors to new things. You know what I mean? They're showing that adjacent possibilities in the energy oracle card. So it's just like, you know what I mean? It's like also a chance for things to re-happen again. So maybe when it comes to relationships, like the King of Cups, maybe there is someone that you see as this individual, you know? Very charismatic, very mature, something that, you know, intellect, you know? It's just like there's that chemistry. There's the chemistry there, but it's also the intellect, the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, you know what I mean? Like twiddling your thumbs and just passion. You know what I mean? Passion will only take you so far, but it's like it's giving that a second chance around. You know what I mean? So it's like seeing how that may unfold for some of you. Because I do feel for a lot of people that have been like, you know, riding solo for a while are now going to see that. Me right now, it's just like I cannot handle another thing on my plate. You know what I mean? I got a lot going on, and it's just like, but I feel like that's when it happens though. When you're not looking for it, and when you have a lot going on. And I feel like if you really want it, it's like you will make time for it. You know what I mean? So see how it happens. But honestly, I just feel like, I really do feel like through the rest of this cycle of the moon, it's very much nurturing. You know what I mean? You know, it's just like even my eldest, he's always holding on to my hand and cuddling. He sat there. I had the dog on my chest. He moves the dog. He put him beside him, and he came and cuddled with me. And I'm like, oh, you know? And he's like, I miss this. I know. I'm like, I know. I do too. I'm like, you're not a baby no more, though. I can't hold you like I used to. He would sleep on me, you know? But I'm like, I can't do that no more, you know? But I'm just like, you know, I'm always here. You know? He always comes in for a cuddle. Both of them, you know? What a blessing that is, you know, to sit there and cuddle with your kids still. A lot of kids, they could still be nasty teenagers, but, you know, what a blessing that they sit there and respect and love you so much. But I definitely feel like it's just allow things to happen the way they will. Honestly, like with things pending on your mind, like myself, it's just like, you don't have to say what I say because this is who I believe in. I always say Yahweh and Yeshua have already solved the problem. TikTok shared that. You know, he said God, you know, but maybe it's like Gaia, Mother Earth, Creator, Divine, you know, Universe, whomever you believe in, you're even in yourself, you know that the problem has already been solved. You know, we want instant gratification and we waste our time and energy instead of being in the moment, you know, and it's so exhausting and draining. Like, I definitely was overthinking a lot, and it's just like, you know, why are you exhausting yourself? Why are you wasting your resources? You know what I mean? When it's being called over here and here. You know, maybe that's why I got a pressure headache. I'm not sure, but it's just like, okay, you need to calm down, you know, and not, you know, frivolously, you know, use your energy in stupid ways, you know? Like, it will be solved. You'll have your answers when the timing is right, you know? So whatever happens, happens. And it just keep enjoying life. Keep on doing things that put a smile on your face, you know? I still got to put 0 at the top of my tree. I keep saying that. I'm like, I'm going to put it today. And then it's like, dang it, didn't get time. But I have to get my Hanukkah stuff out too. I had some of it out. I'm like, where are we going to put this? I'm like, we needed a bigger table. Oh, man. I got some dreidels out and stuff. I'll figure it out. But be kind to yourself, love yourself, and do little things for yourself that put a smile on your face. So I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards for Thursday, November the 30th, 2023, Throne Thursday. May the universe bless you good. Tomorrow's December 1st. May you have a safe, blessed December. Do your salt and cinnamon ceremonies if that resonates with you. And, you know, just keep on believing, you know. Keep on believing and putting your energy into positive things, and, you know, you'll see how they transform. When the timing is right, the things will unfold that you want. Keep putting them on your vision board, you know. Keep on, you know, putting your energies into things that you want to see, you know, unfold and manifest. You know, in due time, when the timing is right, it will come true. I hope you guys enjoyed these daily tarot cards. Have a good day.